What's good? It's your boy Jerome, aka Jake Out Body, here with free fitness tips to help you reach your fitness goals. Now in this video, I want to go over what goal should you be setting while you're under quarantine. Alright, now I know a lot of gyms, I think every gym across the world is probably shut down completely for God knows how long, right? We really don't know. But the reality is we still want to progress. As human beings, we're still wired for self-development. We're still wired to improve. So what I would recommend, because we now don't have access to a gym, so we can't progressively overload. So it's very tough to build muscle when you can't progressively overload, right? Unless you're a beginner. And even in that situation, you still need to get stronger if you want to maximize the result. So what I recommend you set as a goal is to actually get as lean as you possibly can. All right, focusing on lifting as heavy as you can based on what you got. If it's body weight stuff, you do body weight. You do high volume till failure to maintain your muscles. Okay, if you're a beginner, you might build some muscle, right? But it should all be done with the objective of burning fat, because the diet is going to be in congruence to fat loss. So in terms of your eating now, what I recommend is creating a calorie deficit, obviously. So taking your weight in pounds, multiplying that by 10. So a 160-pound person should be eating 1,600 calories. If you're 190 pounds, you should be eating 1,900 calories. All right. If you're obese, though, what I recommend is your goal weight times 10. So if you're like 250, your goal weight might be 160, then you'd be eating 1,600 calories. All right. Now, again, when it comes to fat loss, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat, which means that if we're creating a 500 calorie deficit every single day, it's going to take you 7 days to burn 1 pound of fat, which is awesome. But because we're using the weight in pounds times 10 formula, you're actually creating an even bigger deficit. So in about 3 to 4 days, you're going to be slapping off 1 pound of fat, just boom, fat gone, melted off of you. All right, so make sure you're creating that calorie deficit while you're strength training and making sure you get the protein. All right, that's key, because if you're not getting the protein, you're not going to be speeding up your metabolism. You're not going to be maintaining muscle, which is essentially going to speed up your metabolism, right? So when it comes to that, I also recommend a similar formula. So taking your body weight in pounds times 1. So if you're 120, you should be having 120 grams of protein. If you're 110, 110 grams of protein. If you're 200 pounds, 200 grams of protein. It's a pretty simple formula to follow. All right, so just follow those 3 things. All right, home workouts, body weight or weights, not really focusing too much on progressive overload, but making sure you're lifting the weights. Calorie deficit, weight in pounds times 10. All right, and protein, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, now if you like this video, please drop a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe so we can spread the good message of health and fitness. All right, peace.
And kicking doors can't help me none. I call on you.